Hi everyone, my name is Morgan, and today I'm going to show you some books that can be used for if your child is focusing on sounds such as the p sound, the b sound, or the m sound. So those are the sounds like that the letter P, B, and M make. So first I want to talk a little about shared reading and what it is. So shared reading is a reading experience where kids will join in or share the reading while being supported by an adult. So that can include asking the child questions, preferably open-ended, so less yes and no questions and more talking about maybe what the person's doing in the picture, telling a different story based only on the pictures. Or if, let's say, the book repeats or has easy to access language for your child, they could read parts of it or you could say some parts together. So verbal participation for shared reading is key. It's not shared reading if you're just reading the book to them, though that is also a good thing to do. So all the books I've picked today are great for shared reading, and I will explain a little bit about each book. So first we're going to start with the M sound, and so one of the books I picked for this is Monkey and Me by Emily Gravett. This book is great because it repeats all the time. So it says on this page, for instance, monkey and me, monkey and me, monkey and me, we went to see some penguins. And the book repeats basically through the whole thing where it says monkey and me a bunch of times, and then it says what they saw or what they did. And so that makes this book great for if your kid enjoys really interacting with the book, because they can say monkey and me, and you can say the surprise at the end. The next book I have is called Mimi Says No by Yi-Fen Chu. And this book is a book about Mimi and her mommy wants to do everything for her, but Mimi wants to do everything herself. So, for instance, one of the pages says, "Let mommy pour you a glass of milk, okay?" "No, I'll pour my own milk." So basically the whole book is kind of just like a dialogue between Mimi and her mommy. And this is great because your child can read the part of the mommy, you can read the part of Mimi. You can ask questions like, "What will you pour?" "I'll pour my own milk," to get the M sound in there. So the next few books I have are for the B sound, like the letter B. And my first book is for new readers, and this is Whose Baby Am I by John Butler. And this one is very repetitive. It's whose baby am I? I'm an owl baby. Whose baby am I? I'm an elephant baby. And it keeps going on and on, identifying the type of animal to the baby. It uses the word baby a lot, obviously. So this book is great. You can have your child ask the question, you can have your child answer the question, you can have your child make up silly stories about what the baby could be doing. The last book I have for the B sound is called Billy's Bucket by Kes Gray. This book is about a boy named Billy who really wants a bucket, so his parents finally take him to go get one. And while he has his bucket, he's talking about how he can see, first he sees little crabs in there, and then the things that he sees in his bucket start to get bigger and bigger, like he sees a whale eventually, which how can a whale fit in a bucket? But his parents ask him time and time again, "Oh, can I borrow your bucket for this? Can I borrow your bucket for that?" And he says, "No, you can never borrow my bucket." And eventually they borrow his bucket, and they end up with all the things that he said that he saw on their lawn. And they have to fix it, whole big mess. So this book is great because not only does it use the word Billy, bucket, borrow all the time, but it also has amazing pictures like this one, where you could talk about the blue buckets and the red buckets and the different designs on the buckets. So there's really a lot of different things you can do with this book. So next we have books for working on the P sound, like the letter P. And my first book for that is Pumply Dumply Pumpkin. It's a tongue twister. And that is by Mary Serfozo. This is a book about Peter, and he goes to get a pumpkin, and the whole time the narrator is asking, what are you doing with the pumpkin? Are you going to make a pumpkin pie, or what? And it's kind of left a mystery until the end where you find out he's making a jack-o'-lantern. And so this book uses a lot of silly words that include the P sound. The first page says, Peter's looking for a pumpkin, a perfect pumply dumply pumpkin. So you and your kid can even use some of just the one words in here as like tongue twisters and see how fast you can say them and things like that. But yeah, so when we're wondering about what he's making, is it going to be pumpkin pudding, pumpkin fry, pumpkin salad, pumpkin stew? What is Peter going to do? So this book obviously has a lot of the P sound, and it's silly and also great for around Halloween time, but you can also read it any other day of the year. My last book is called The Penguin Lady by Carol A. Cole. This book is about Penelope Parker, and she lives on Penguin Place, and people keep sending her penguins. So it starts with one penguin who gets in her closet, and then all of a sudden there's 10 penguins in her freezer, and so people keep sending her more and more until finally she has too many penguins and she has to send them all to the zoo. And this book is also great because not only does it have a lot of the P sound, but it has a lot of science stuff in the back if your kid is into that. So, for instance, up here there's some true or false questions, and even those are good with the target sound. So, for instance, polar bears are the biggest predator of most penguins, and you could have your kid restate the question. The answer would be false, because polar bears and penguins don't live in the same place. So, yeah, so this book is definitely for older readers, but it's pretty. So that's all the books I have for today. I hope that this was helpful to you. These are all books that I found at my local public library, and they're not on the same lists that you see online that I found really repetitive for books that help with target sounds. So, thanks for watching.